Hi, my name is Kayleen, and I'm the Pilates mechanic here in the BB Garage.
And my name is Ken Endelman, and I'm the assistant to the Pilates mechanic here at the BB Garage.
He's also the CEO. Kind of modest.
They say, yes.
Today we're going to be unboxing a CoreAlign, and we're only going to show you how to unbox, assemble, and use basic usage of your CoreAlign. The ladders you'll have to look for in other videos because there are two types of ladders. So first we'll unbox it, then we'll assemble it, and then we'll show you how to use it. Let's get started.
I'm ready.
All right.
Okay.
So I see some staples in here, Ken. What do we need to know about those?
Watch out. Yes. No. I see staples. They're sharp. I see the edge of the cardboard, which can be a nasty paper cut. So I'm going to be careful not to drag my fingers along all that stuff. Okay? Okay.
I will take this.
All right. Got that. What do we got here?
That looks like a box knife.
Perfect. Let's use it. Got all this stuff.
So when we're taking out all these boxes and packing materials, you want to check each thing to make sure that there's not any parts hidden in it, right? Sometimes they're hiding in these little corners and crevices. I'm going to toss this. I think there's something in here.
There's something in here.
Okay.
Okay.
And some carts. All right. Put that over there.
Okay.
Let's take these
Great.
corner pieces out. And then we can lift the CoreAlign
Okay. Which you're going
out
to
and put it right in front of this box here.
Okay. Do this. Are you ready?
Yep.
Well, let me figure out. Please set go.
Awesome. Yep. And so these carts are free in this box now that we've taken all the packing materials out. So just be sure that you're not tipping everything and banging the carts around. I don't think there's anything else in this big box here.
Nothing in here, nothing in there.
All right. Let's just show
Okay.
this back here. So we are looking for a few things. I have the knife over here.
Okay.
I'm going to carefully cut this tape off. We're looking for some CoreAlign bands. We're looking for some pads. And what else do you think? Well, I found
Tools.
tools. You think we need tools for this thing?
Maybe. Okay. We have our goodies here.
Okay. So you should get, these are 6 bags of CoreAlign bands, 3 different colors. Okay. These are the clips for your bands, and these are reusable. So while you might change out your bands in the future, you're going to keep these plastic pieces. We've got handles and straps and some tools. Okay. I've also got some pads for the carts. Okay. And these are some speed bumps. They fit right on top of the carts.
And here
And then
we have
stoppers, 1
two
and 2.
stoppers.
Cool.
And finally,
And then a pad for the standing platform. We've also got DVD and instruction manual. Okay. Okay, so we've unpacked everything. It's time to assemble stuff. Okay, so let's put the bands in the carts first. So to do that, we're going to take the lids off of the carts. Now, I'm going to pull this knob, lift, and slide the cart top off. Okay, and Ken,
pull,
you can man
lift,
that one.
slide.
Now, we've got double the amount of bands that we need, right? So what do you recommend for storing the set of bands we're not using?
Let's put them in a cool, dark place.
Yes.
Lower part of a dark closet.
Yes.
They'll
We
last
don't
the
want them
longest.
to get in the sunlight or really hot, okay? And then also for the bands, we need the band handles. These are little plastic pieces that go on either end of the bands. So typically, we set up the bands in the order of lightest on the outside and heaviest towards the middle. So we'll start with peach on the outside. You're going to take 2 of your handles for each band. Now there's a slot in the handle and it's going to slide right along the band and then pull it up to that little black spot, the little black ball, so that it can't come off. Okay, and we'll do that on both sides. Now we'll put the band along the length of the cart, one handle on each slot, so it's just stretched across the cart. Okay, so you go ahead and do that cart. I will do this cart.
Okay.
All right, so now all the bands are in the cart. We can replace the cart tops, okay? Oh, we have 2 extra handles here. Save those. To replace the cart top, we're gonna locate the tab on the cart with this little loop. Slide it on, pull the knob out, and then the lid should drop into place and it shouldn't move anymore. Okay, so what else do we have to set up? Blocks. Okay, so these are our stopper blocks. When your CoreAlign is not in use, you should always have the stopper blocks in place to lock the carts up against the standing platform. Okay, so when you lock the carts in place, you're going to align the blocks so that the flat side is towards the cart and the rubber bumpers are away from the cart. So it will look just like this. Okay.
Both sides?
Both sides. And this is for safety, so if someone accidentally steps on here or the first time they step on here, the carts don't go flying out. So do we ever store the CoreAlign with the bands attached?
You know, you could, but I think it's best just to leave them unattached and unstretched when it's resting.
Yeah, I agree. We want to get the most life you can out of those bands. Okay, so if you were to start using your CoreAlign and you want to attach some bands, we're going to have to open the standing platform. So to open the standing platform, you press down on the latch.
Thing here?
Yep.
Okay.
And you lift up.
That's that latch right there, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So now we see a whole bunch of slots that look just like the ones that are on the cart, and you can pull the band handles and attach any of the bands you want to the slot. Okay? And then when you've attached the bands that you want to use, you close the standing platform. Just like that. Pretty easy, right?
Very easy.
So another note about using the blocks, okay? If you want to limit the travel of your cart, you will change the orientation of the blocks so that now the rubber stoppers face the cart. Okay, so if I want to limit the travel of this cart to here, now my rubber stoppers, are facing the cart. Okay, we've got a couple other goodies over here, some pads that might go on.
Just like this, it could unfold.
And some speed bumps. Now, the speed bumps, you want to show them how to put one in, Ken?
Sure. they're kind of lopsided on the holes right here, and it's so that you can reposition them. So when you want it closer to one end, you put the holes like that, and if you flip it around the other direction, you'll see that this is farther back. So you can accommodate different size feet in different exercises.
That's awesome. Cool. The other things that come with your CoreAlign are the handles and the straps. And these we'll talk more about in your ladder videos, okay? But these will go, typically they hang on to the ladder so that you can use them with the CoreAlign. Are we missing anything?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Oh, except that we've got to mention that the CoreAlign ends, what were they called?
The handles, the band handles,
are reusable.
Yes.
And so when you need to replace the bands, you
Yep.
keep the handles.
Yep. And we'll talk more about how to replace the bands and when to replace the bands in the CoreAlign maintenance video. Okay, so if you want that video or other videos like this one, you can go to pilates.com/bbgarage. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.